on, guys? CrowShow coming at you with the movie reviews. Hi guys, I'm myself. So today we're doing another movie review on a movie that just came out recently. I know I told you I was going to be doing the reviews for Guardians of the Galaxy and Alien Covenant. I keep forgetting to do it. So, I mean, eventually they'll come out whenever they come out, but I wanted to go ahead and get Wonder Woman out of the way, so let's go ahead and get started with the Wonder Woman movie review. So the first half is going to be spoiler-free, just so you know, and then the next half is going to be all spoilers, so make sure if you don't want to see spoilers when you listen to the movie yourself, please do not watch the rest of the video after this first half, because it will have nothing but spoilers in it, and I'd rather you not get spoiled and mad at me because I spoiled the movie. Let's go ahead and start off with the actors and the directors of the film. So Wonder Woman was directed by Patty Jenkins, who I guess was a big significance in a bunch of movies, which I didn't really see, but here, hold on, let me go. And by the looks of the internet, it doesn't look like Patty Jenkins really made that big of films that are like really out there, but apparently she has made a significant amount of films in 2001, 2015, and 2011 and 2003. Two movies in particular that are called Monster and Five. But for her first attempt into making a DC movie, I actually thought Wonder Woman was pretty amazing, in all out fairness. It actually 100% did deserve the 93% on the Rotten Tomatoes meter. Apparently it was at 100 at one point, and then all of a sudden it started dropping, but I'm pretty sure I already know the issue with that. Probably because the fact that people who expect movies to be exactly like the comic books is just overrated. And still, the vote for that still gets a shit ton of support. I honestly still don't understand why people do that. It's just ridiculous in my opinion. Why go to a movie if you think it's going to be just like the comic book? If that's the case, just reread the comic book if you're going to be like that. But pretty much, I thought the whole out film was a really good fucking movie. I loved it throughout the whole thing. I definitely liked that it had a little bit of dialogue suspensefulness and kind of showing a little background story between Diana and the Amazons and how man was born into the world of Zeus and Ares. I thought it was really cool because the story of Ares and Zeus is actually very similar to this movie. If you've already read up on the story of how Zeus was the god of thunder and stuff like that, and Ares was the god of the underworld and stuff, you already are up to date with how it goes. Hercules and all that stuff, it's pretty still the same in the story. Like, it's just more of Wonder Woman's half at this point. And I thought one thing that was funny, it's like, you know, Zeus must be a really big fucking player because he's given birth to like 3 freaking different people who are demigods. You got Hercules from the Hercules movies, then you got Perseus from the I think that's his name, Perseus from Wrath and Rise of the Titans, or I think no, it was Wrath and no, I think it was Rise of the Titans. Either way, both of the Titans movies, and now you got Wonder Woman. How many demigods are you giving birth to, or having women give birth to? Fucking Zeus, Jesus Christ. But pretty much, I thought the movie was all out pretty damn well made. I enjoyed it through the whole entire movie. And with my mom's a really big Wonder Woman fan, so she loved the hell out of it. I thought when I saw Wonder Woman on Batman v Superman, it was fucking badass. I loved the hell out of Gal Gadot. She's fucking amazing, a beautiful woman at that, and the legs, holy fucking shit, man. Those are some nice fucking legs. Other actors consisted of Chris Pine, Danny Houston, and David Thewlis. Either way, David was playing one of the teachers who can turn into a Lycan wolf from Harry Potter. He's the one ginger teacher who helped Sirius Black in the, I think it was the third Harry Potter movie. Yeah, it was the third Harry Potter movie. He was trying to help Sirius Black stay clear of the Dementors and all the wizards who were looking for him and stuff. He played a really good role in this movie, and I'll get into that very shortly in the spoiler half, but he played a pretty really amazing role in this movie all out. I thought it was really amazing. Danny Houston's role in this movie as the German commander or general was actually really well done. I thought he was the perfect person for that role. That was a really well done role on his part and all that stuff. Chris Pine for Steve Trevor was actually really well done as well, given the fact that we needed an emotional bondage between Wonder Woman and Immortal. Because in the comic books, I guess that's how it's always went, but apparently in the comic books, from what I've heard, I haven't really read that many of the Wonder Woman comic books, so I really wouldn't know that much, but apparently, according to some people who have read the comic books, apparently she grows weak every time she tries to fall in love with a mortal. I don't know if that's true. It might not be true. I don't know. I never really read them, like I said. But I guess it worked out in the end, because this the bondage between the human and the demigod is actually really well done. I thought the love scene was really well done and stuff, especially given the chemistry with these two. And then also with the fact that the picture from Batman v Superman showed up again in this movie. I loved the origin story, and I loved the little tiny origin take, and and stuff like that. that was really awesome. I like that Bruce Wayne has significance in this movie and stuff. It was really awesome. He pretty much is still trying to figure out who Wonder Woman is and stuff like that, what happened to her in the war and stuff like that. I love that very, very much. Elena Anapia, she plays as Dr. Poison, and she is a creepy motherfucker, and she did a really well done being creepy and crazy and chaotic and stuff. She was unbelievably amazing in her role. I thought she was amazing overall. It was just fucking awesome, and I don't think anybody could have pulled that role off any better. Ewan Bremner, who plays as the Scottish sniper rifle, fucking hilarious. He always plays the best fucking characters in a lot of war movies and such. I love that. That was just fucking awesome. We had him in Pearl Harbor. He was playing as the little stuttering guy who couldn't get his words. Like, he would always go like that every time he's about to say a word if he's nervous or if he's scared. Or when he played the role of one of the soldiers that had an M60 in Black Hawk Down. He in military movies, he does a fantastic job. I thought him in this movie was no shy of impressive. But one issue I have, which I'll explain in the spoilers, is going to be explained in the spoiler half. So, yeah. But pretty much the storyline with the Wonder Woman was amazing. I thought it was flawless. I thought it was really well done, very well executed and stuff like that. And the fact that the story was written by Zack Snyder, of course. But it was really well done. I thought the cast did very well at their jobs and their fucking roles. It was fantastic. Very well done on DC's part. Probably the best DC movie I've seen in a while since Batman v Superman. And Suicide Squad, but apparently this movie just wipes it all clean and makes all the haters who have judged and doubted the DC Universe 3 times better. I loved it. It was fantastic, and to see the 93 on Rotten Tomatoes made me proud. It made me very, very proud. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the spoiler half. Right as soon as the movie began with Themyscira, where all the Amazons take place in their training to make sure that if Ares returns, they're ready to go, but they do not want Diana to train and become a soldier, because the more stronger she becomes and the more her powers are shown, the more closer Ares becomes more to show up and trying to destroy her. Which apparently in the story, Diana is the last hope for mankind and the Amazons and all the gods that are against Ares' power. She is the only one who can actually hurt him at this point, so they need to make sure that she stays safe until a time comes where she needs to be needed. But they couldn't hold her back as a normal girl anymore, so they eventually just gave into the fact that she's going to have to fight, she's going to learn how to fight regardless of what's going to happen. And what do you know? Mr. Steve Trevor's plane gets shot down from German army, and he crash lands into Themyscira's force field of protection, pretty much cloaking their island so nobody can see them or find them. And he lands up in Diana's beach, where she pretty much saved his life, and then the Germans attack Themyscira after finding the force field as well. And, well, from there was a giant fucking war scene between man and the Amazon. And I thought it was just fucking amazing seeing all these women go ape shit against a bunch of guys. It was fucking amazing. And the fact that every single one of these women that were in this movie were just gorgeous, beautiful, fantastic looking. I love them, and just so many legs. If I didn't say this a long time ago, I'm a leg man. There's guys who love boobs, and there's guys who like ass. I just like a woman with really nice, skinny, shiny, smooth legs. That's all I really like when it comes to a woman. Then that and their eyes and their smile, of course. I am definitely one of those guys. But pretty much, the whole fucking action sequence, like, they did not wait to put in the action. They just gave us a little tiny dialogue, and then they got right into the action, and they didn't even wait. It was fucking awesome. Fantastic timing right there. And as soon as Diana realized that she cannot stay on this island, and there is a chance that she could take down Ares, she left with Steve and asked him if she could help him find Ares, she will help him win the war. And that's exactly what she does. As the war gets worse and they go into more closer to Germany's headquarters, well, she finds out that the world really is getting really scary and ugly and stuff like that, and it's not what she intended it to be. So her only hope is to kill Ares and stop the war from happening so that way everything goes back to normal. Well, when she finds out who Ares might be, which is played by Danny Houston as the general German soldier, she finds out that he technically isn't Ares as much as she intended and wanted him to be, because when she executed him, the war was still going. And after she found out that that wasn't Ares, and then all hope almost nearly seemed lost when she found out that the war was not stopping, the heads turned to a one man that was actually seen as an ally at first, but then was seen as an ultimate foe. David Thewlis played as a colonel or a dictator or some sort of like higher Supreme Court person who pretty much called the shots when it came to war. Well, he was pretending to be somebody he wasn't. Because it turns out David's character was actually Ares. And it showed the background story between Ares fighting Zeus and how long he was perished for, and the real reason why he was trying to stop Zeus or trying to hurt Zeus, or pretty much when he made man turn against man, he was trying to show that man is in charge of its own destiny. I just gave them the tools to see if they would do anything with it, and they did it on their own. So he was pretty much blaming man for its own destruction. I like that theory, and the fact that Chris Pine's character, Steve, told Diana that not all men and women are redeemable. Some people are just mean, and just like Alfred from The Dark Knight said, some people just want to see the world burn. And that is exactly what that meant. But through all of the darkness, Steve told Diana that you just gotta have hope. You just gotta have faith, and love will be sure to clear up everything. And through that life lesson, when she realized that Steve was no longer alive anymore, when he was sacrificing his life to make sure that the world was safe from a very poisonous gas made by Dr. Poison, she realized that instantly and took down Ares when she found out that Thewlis' character was not a good guy, he was actually Ares. She unlocked her true potential and power of Zeus and destroyed Ares and freed all men from the war, and they stopped fighting. And that was the end of the movie and everything like that. And Wonder Woman eventually, at the very end of the movie, when she flew into London, realizing that her true calling was to protect the world and fight until the end of time, well, she was all up for it, and she didn't hesitate to jump off that building and go for what she was born to do. If you were actually wondering, is there a post-credit at the end of Wonder Woman? No, there is not. Please do not wait there. If people start waiting there, don't wait with them, because there's nothing at the end. I've checked, and there's nothing there. So yeah, what am I going to rate Wonder Woman? On a scale of 1 to 10, story being amazing, the action sequence being fantastic, and the CGI just playing out perfectly through the whole thing, and the fact the timelines between the Amazon timeline, like medieval timeline, versus the little more modern, but little still past timeline, clashing together, I thought that was fucking awesome. So I'm going to give Wonder Woman a 10 out of fucking 10. Go see this movie. It's definitely worth the watch. Don't think just because you didn't like Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman that it was shit. Please give this a chance. It's really good. Very well planned out. Story's well written. I loved it. Can't wait for Justice League. It was a great movie. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share my channel around. Let's get our subscribers up there. We're getting pretty damn close to 300 subscribers. Can't wait to hit that mark, and it's going to be awesome. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all later.
We gonna fall, we let it pop, don't let it go. Come on, it's gonna give it to you.